Wow. I forgot about the clock. It does like, oh. Whoops. I also added some new redeems and I changed the bonk one. I made it more fun this time. It's a gamble. What else did I add? I need to update. Oh, that was so quiet. You couldn't even hear it. Hold on, I gotta turn that up. Actually, I don't know if it'll turn up, but we'll try it. It was quieter than I thought it was gonna be. I heard it, but I did not hear it as well, so I thought I was gonna hear it. I don't know if there was a limit on that one. There might have been. Oh yeah. Wow. Why is it 7 minutes? Whoa, hold on. Oops. I'm opening things I don't need to open. No, what's happening? Ah! It's gonna bother me if I don't fix this. I didn't realize the cooldown was like 7 whole minutes. I was like, I think a minute is good enough for that one. I think there's like an automatic setter when you do it through Mix It Up or something, probably. Okay. One. It says 6. Why does it say 7 minutes? I like green. There we go. And then I think this needs to be turned up then too. And the bonk? I think I kept the bonks. I think the bonks are kind of loud. Well, we'll do a test. Hold on. Let's do a test. I don't know how loud. That seemed louder. Maybe like a little bit. It's the Mario. It's all the Mario hammer sound effects. I was like, I want a different kind of bonk. I want to be different. I don't want to be like other girls. I want to be like different. I want Paper Mario hammer sound effects. And that's what I did. I think I put the regular hammer sound effect from Thousand Year Door in there though, so there was some kind of actual, but it's like all RNG. It's all random. There we go. I think there's a timer on that one. Okay. Why is the timer like that? Scuff with the start, but this is good because I tested it, but I didn't really test it. I tested it that it works, and then I didn't do anything else. Okay, wait. Where's the bonk? Edit. Do 3 minutes? Hello, Gabe. Alright, let's see. This says 5 minutes. I do it to 5 minutes. Like the thumb up emote. I need to find more thumb up memes. Why does it say 7 minutes now? I did 1 minute. How was it? Okay. That's confusing. Or maybe it's really whatever. We'll just keep it as it. Maybe it's just really delayed. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, if I go to this... I don't know. That's weird. Oh, no. Okay, well, doesn't matter. There's new stuff to play with. That's all. Kei Farade, young lady who calls herself the second Yatagaratsu. Piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. Hello, Holy Night. You haven't seen me since last year? Oh my god. 7 years earlier. Oh my god, thank you for that. I was actually taking a sip of water. Yeah, that's right. I did it. I killed the guy. I killed him! But it was the great thief Yatagaratsu that told me to do it. I asked the defendant, just what exactly are you trying to say? Don't you get it? I know the true identity of the Yatagaratsu. The Yatagaratsu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench. Are you saying that I'm the Yatagaratsu? Don't you dare deny it. You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy. Are you claiming that Mr. Fry— oh god, I can't keep up. Mr. Rail, I think we've heard just about enough out of you. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You've got to believe me. No, your stream streak. It's okay. Did they reset? I don't know. In accordance with the defendant's accusations, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready. Can I take control? I lost some dialogue there. September 10th, 2:20 p.m. District Court, 3rd lobby. Yay. Back. Uh-oh. There we go. Take some water. Ba, 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 ba. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. And so it is that my first assignment as a prosecutor would be as a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Edgeworth? Von Karma. Sure. Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will accept nothing short of perfection. I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage in my career, I am honored and proud. As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself, crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. Yes, sir. That such a legendary prosecutor will be watching and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. This badge's design is said to reflect the relentlessness and discipline of law enforcement. It comes from the authority vested in us as strict prosecutors of the law and executors of sentences, much like harsh winter frosts and blazing summer days. To wear it is to identify oneself as a prosecutor, but my mentor has taught me that it's more fashionable to keep it in my pocket. I kind of figured he might say something different because it's like the past. Each prosecutor's badge is engraved with the number of its owner on the back. Numbers, as if we're not human on the inside like everyone else. My mentor, who has never known defeat in 35 years, a legendary prosecutor. Okay. A model of the courthouse. It's pretty well constructed. Hands. And a face? Don't tell me this thing transforms. Yeah, I wonder for what other purpose could they have been made. Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute. Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct? Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor, Brian Faraday, gave the order. I keep wanting to say Friday. Ha! Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey. Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Brian Faraday? Huh. He is a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. Nonsense? He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court. Those who cannot be brought to court. That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. The prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals, I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday will not be forgiven. That was weird. I have no fear. I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Brian Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt. Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all the power of Von Karma. And listen. It is thanks to you that I have finally become a prosecutor, sir. It's amusing that you wanted to become a defense attorney, yet became my student. It is a strange path that you've traveled. It's true that I had once wanted to become a defense attorney, but now I am honored and proud to be a prosecutor. I see. Then, as a student of mine, I suggest you remember this well. The prosecutor's badge is not to be flaunted. The dignity of a prosecutor lies in the man himself, not in the badge. I understand. I will keep that in mind. Besides, why put holes in your fine garments? Garments? It's simply preposterous. Prosecutors must also take pride in their appearance. I will keep this in mind as well. I'm constantly having to remind the others at the prosecutor's office of this. It's more fashionable to keep your prosecutor's badge in your pocket. In other words, always treat a prosecutor's badge with care and honor. I understand, sir. Hello, special fish. Enjoy the lurk. Today's trial. So have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I have memorized everything that is written down in the case file. Well, then explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you are talking about. Understood. A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Embassy. The victim, Mr. Deadman. Gee, that is the most unfortunate name. Was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Mr. Mackerel, was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon and gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Kodolphin embassy as well. At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill a dead man. Or died man. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie. It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight if he is found guilty. There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I just digress. Continue, Edgeworth. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Rel as the murderer. The act of Mr. Rel firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitors' gallery. Upon seeing that the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder, I did it because I was told to, by the real Yatagarasu, Brian Faraday. That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. While this may appear to simply be the murder of a Kodopan embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG8 incident. The second KG8 incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I failed to study hard enough. Well, even among the police, it's information that only a few select few are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? Okay, before we talk more about that, let's investigate more. This should lead to the defendant's lobby. Edgeworth, where is your composure? If you wish to take a look at your enemy, do so in the courtroom, as you crush him. Indeed, thank you. You are a man of wisdom and experience, sir. A bookshelf, huh? Compendium of Laws for Beginners. I don't have the time to read this and second-guess myself now. The trial will resume shortly. Please wait a moment, sir. I was already well aware of that. Shortly, in a moment. Which one is it? Be specific. The trial will resume shortly. Please wait a moment, sir. I was already well aware of that. Shortly, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Egad! What a cold stare he's giving me. However, as a disciple of Von Karma, there is no option but to win. Ugh, he's good. Power of his cold stare rivals my own. He's sleeping while standing up? A luxurious and beautiful leather sofa. I must say, every part of this courthouse is meticulously well kept. Although the positioning of the sofa puts one under the direct gaze of the judges. Every judge in this courthouse history has had quite the beard, and as gallantly parted with their beloved head of hair, I see. Oh yeah, I see at the top there. Being a judge must be a very stressful career. Oh, I can imagine. Aren't these great? Daddy made all of these. Awesome! But didn't you get fired right after you made them? Yeah, I did. I spent the same amount of money on this model as it cost to build the real thing. And my boss wasn't very happy with me, haha. Hey daddy, didn't you say you built a secret mechanism inside of it? Haha, I'll tell you about it someday when you're older. Secret mechanism? Maybe he installed it as payback for getting fired? It could be trouble. Now I'm curious. Oh, does it like transform into like a fucking mech or some shit? Mr. Prosecutor, sir. You've got a good eye if you can tell that I am a prosecutor with just one glass. With one glass. Glance, as there are always only prosecutors and defense attorneys in this lobby. I usually hit the mark if I guess one or the other while there is a recess. You were only guessing? The trial is about to resume. I should stay on the premises. Excuse me, madam, but is something the matter? I just thought someone would have brought hors d'oeuvres by now. But this is a courthouse. It would be quite typical to provide hors d'oeuvres here. Are you sure? Someone poured me a fresh cup of coffee last time I was here. What the heck does she think a courthouse is for? I think I know who did that. This is so good. Gulp, gulp, gulp. I could drink a whole gallon. I've never heard of water that tastes that good. Maybe I'll give him a minute. Gulp, 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 gulp. Does he plan on gulping an entire reservoir dry? Does. A bulletin board. There are trials scheduled posted on it. Trials scheduled for this week, huh? There's only today's trial listed. This must be a mistake, or is this country's judicial system not working as it should? Okay. Let me look at this picture. Okay, no. Alright, nothing else. Second KG8 incident. Sir, what do you mean by the second KG incident? In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents. This is a 3-year-old newspaper. KG8 incident overview data jotted down by my organizer. You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, correct? Reference material regarding it. Okay, so it's like a smuggling ring. Okay. Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested under suspicion of smuggling. Correct. PCU was an employee of the Amano Group and the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. Hello, Belle. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court. Wasn't a Kodokan embassy staff member arrested for the murder? Yes. I cannot say this. Kodopen. Hello, Cyber. I have to reset the clock in, so I'm gonna mark down everybody who clocks in today. I think Fish clocked in earlier. Yeah, they will reset though, but don't worry, I'm marking down everyone that clocked in today so I can make sure that when it goes through, it'll count towards you guys today. I might move it back to stream elements, and the only reason why is because it mixes it up. I can't like look at you guys individually, so it's kind of like a pain in the butt cheek, so I'm gonna just reset that so that way you guys can each have like it. Happy New Year. I also have some new redeems, by the way. They should be working fine. I updated the bonk to be more Paper Mario sound effects because I like them more. And then I also added two like Earthbound sound effects. So enjoy those. I'm playing around with some stuff, so I did turn off some like commands and redeems because I'm gonna change up some stuff, but yeah. And then, oh yeah, the thumbs up one. I don't know why the cooldown is so long. Maybe I should just turn it off. I can turn off the cooldown. I like the music that's playing here. Noise. I'm gonna turn off the timer for thumbs up. Get some. Let's see.
Okay, Scott.
The other one that makes sound. Yeah, the spooky sound effect. I love that sound effect. The name of Manny Kochan was the suspect. However, due to the lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? Ha! If only I was in charge of that case, I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. Make sure that all criminals are found guilty. My mentor really is dedicated. Yeah, there you go, there's the bonk. So the bonk is different Mario sound effects. When you attach like badges and stuff, Mario's like hammer will change sound effects, so I changed them all. There is the actual hammer sound effect too, but I thought it'd be funny. Hello, Ado. Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was a as pathetic as ever. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG-8 incident as well? That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization. And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG-8 incident. So that's why it's being called the second KG-8 incident? Yes. Yet there is one difference between the two incidents. What would that be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu? I better find out more. If it is true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Kodokan embassy. How do I say this? I'm googling this. Kodopian embassy. Oh wait, no, Kodopia embassy. What could he or she have been after? No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or more likely to steal secrets from the Kohopia. Since the items that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police? I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu is getting the top secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen items to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Mr. Faraday? He happens to be the prosecutor. He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well. He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG-8 incident and the Yatagarasu case? Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. What is this? What is it, little girl? Hello, Trike. Welcome in. Better. Add. I'm trying to keep track of everyone that clocks in today because I have to change and update the thingy. It might reset everybody. So I'm gonna just make sure I get everybody. Alright. Yes, Happy New Year's. You're scary, mister. Did you need something? I want to trade these coins with you. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. It looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? Thanks! That's exactly what I needed. Could that child be here to watch the trial? How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have respect for this country's judicial system anymore? The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is complete. Why you? Do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? I'm so sorry. I can have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant. Oh. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. A proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. September 10, 4 p.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Gotta sneeze. I had to sneeze I had to mute myself. Oh my god. Ooh. Just what is going on? I don't know what that noise was. Anyway, what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either? Bailiff? Where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. There's the judge. Ah, you must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended. I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume, however. Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to? Wait, he's probably dead. He said, there was a popper sound. I'm like, well, that was a gunshot, sir. Probably got shot. It's an emergency, sirs. Gumshoe. Different looking. It's a silence. There shall be no yelling in this sacred hall of law. Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once. Please. Wait. You have to listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2. Mr. Faraday and the defendant. 2 of them. They're both dead, Your Honor. What? Oh, damn, they're both dead. What? What? Wait, I thought... I'll have to fact check. I thought Edgeworth's first case was the one with Mia. Or was that Mia's first case? Or no. Hold on. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, because I was like, I thought in Trials and Tribulations, that was his first debut. But it says, it's considered his first case, but also in Trials and Tribulations is considered his debut. That was Mia's first case? The one with Dahlia? Or it wasn't technically his debut, though, since he never participated in the... But what about... Well, what about... No. That was a different one. I see, though. Very interesting. I was like, wait. But okay, makes sense. I remember it being Mia's first case. Yeah, the first Dahlia. The one with, like, Phoenix. And then that was the first time Phoenix was, like, being prosecuted or whatever. September 10th, District Court hallway. Who's that? Hello? Stay back. Ugh. No one's allowed on the crime scene, period. Just who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite the hotspot. Isn't she Mr. Rel's defense attorney? Hey, you. No running in the hallways, pal. And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. There's ants! This sofa looks like it's seen its fair share of use, and it looks like another part of the courthouse is visible from the window. Ah, my eyes have locked with my reflection's eyes in the barred window. As a student of Von Karma, I refuse to back down. I won. What? My eyes have locked with my reflection's eyes. He's... Edgeworth is quite the guy. A drink vending machine. Ack! Now is not the time to be pondering what kind of drink I want. Interesting. They're selling special court-themed food products here. Many of them seem sort of troublesome and suspicious. Objection, I suppose. Did he just have a staring contest with himself? Yes, he did. That's why I was like, he's a special one. Young Judges for Justice. A poster of the judge. There's a longer slogan of some sort on it in tiny letters at the bottom. Every strike of my gavel brings the truth closer to me and my hair farther away. Is this a promotional poster for the court or a hair growth product? Fire extinguisher. If one were to be hit in the head with this, I suppose the victim would lose a memory or two. Is that what Phoenix was hit with in the second game? Is that what that's a reference to? I think it is. I think that's what he got hit in the head with. I can't remember though. Maybe dinner time? Ooh. I'll check in a bit because I started streaming like 30-ish minutes ago, so 40-ish minutes ago. So I'll give myself a little time. But it's not as though I'd ever be so foolish as to be struck by one of these. Yeah, I think that was Phoenix that got hit by one of these. First, I need to get a handle of the situation. Perhaps I should talk to some people. Defendant lobby number 1. Defendant lobby number 1 is through here. The incident took place in lobby number 2 next door. I shouldn't allow myself to be sidetracked like this. I'd better move on. Oh, you're going to be distracted. And you are? Oh, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs. Ugh, point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor. A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. I've told you my name. Now would you mind telling me yours? Detective Dick Gumshoe. And just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream. It's what I was born to do. Wait. Maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first. This detective is entirely too excited to be at a murder scene. You mentioned that you've only recently become a detective, did you not? You got it. I'm a brand spanking new detective. So that means you've probably never seen a real prosecutor's badge, right? If you so desire to see one, I might just be able to make your day. You don't have to go through the trouble, pal, because a real man has a police badge. And someday I'm gonna become an ace detective, just like a detective bad. Did I say something wrong, pal? Forget it, detective. Do you have any insight on this, Detective Gumshoe? Well, as a detective, I'd rather see something that is actually related to the case, pal. And here I thought this was related enough. Crime scene. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident? You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right? I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know. Wow, you're a proud one for sure. You're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge. So you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to the defendant lobby number 2. So you were on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty? Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot, and then I kind of froze. You're a detective, and a measly gunshot scared you that much? Then again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range. The Detective Bat came running to the scene. We went into lobby number 2 together, and both men were lying there, dead. Is that everything? Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion. Detective Gumshoe's testimony was in the hall on guard duty. Other than gunshot, didn't hear a sign of a struggle. You have a minute? You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know, especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday substitutes a newbie, huh? I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. The fucking finger waggle. Do not take me for some naive novice. Do not take me for some naive novice. So you're a student of Von Karma? I should have. Those clothes are a dead giveaway. Stop right there. These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts. Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay? I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort. Just kidding. I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu. And if you're telling the truth, then we are about to go head-to-head in court. But of course, I have heard much about you, monsieur. But of course, I have heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare. Oh, he's saying it in the British accent. But of course, I have heard much about you. Did I say something funny? Is it a shame that, we will not be able to face each other? It was to be my first trial, too. Oh. Was that a declaration of war? How nice it is to be young and carefree. And what a nice squeaky clean badge you got yourself there. I'm jealous. I'm sure it will gleam dull over time with experience. Are you saying your reputation will also tarnish over time with it? Ugh, that's not what I meant. Well, you just can't avoid some things in life. I'll never allow my badge or my reputation to become tarnished. Monsieur, what do you think about this piece of evidence? Actually, Edgeworth, I'm interested in finding out what you think about it. I don't really know all that much about it. Then I don't really know all that much about it either. Sorry, guess I can't be of any service. I should push her too much. She'll just start laughing again. Crime scene. I'd like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny? It's just the way you speak is so tactless. I have to speak British for that, because apparently the person I was going against at court until only a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So you were guarding the door in lobby number 2 at the time of the crime, right? Yeah, that's right, and I'll have you know that not even a single ant got by me. Really? Are you sure that not even a single ant slipped in? Well, I guess if we're talking about slipped in, then maybe a frog or something did. It would appear that my point also completely slipped by you, detective. Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Trial Bad? Homicide. a homicide detective. I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So, how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Oops, oops, oops. No, 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 stop it! Tyrell? Oh, that makes sense. Hello, hello, welcome in. I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible, so how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Friday... Okay. Crime scene. I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. He's a bad, bad man. Kid? I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. Can't back down here. I have the right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid? Is he threatening me? Oh, hello, Bloodia. Is he going for his gun? That little mirror. It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that? Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, Mr. Mackrell, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Is there anyone else was there anyone else who went into the defendant lobby number 2? Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. He was in charge of guarding the blaze. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. Such impudence. This guy is really testing my patience. Oh wait, I forgot. I should present something here. Does showing them off make you feel like a big, strong prosecutor? Of course not. I was simply proving my title of prosecutor to you. I see, but most prosecutors don't go around flaunting those things. I'd like a detective walking around outside with his badge flashing in the sunlight. Oh, it's like a detective walking around outside with his badge flashing in the sunlight. Show that off too much, and before you know it, you'll be elbow deep in angry criminals. That would definitely be a problem. Oops. Detective Bad, I'd like to ask you about this piece of evidence. Could you please pay attention? I'm listening, but I've got nothing to say. End of story. Very well. Why didn't you say that in the first place? Hello, exemplar. Game over 600? Yeah. This was I keep forgetting like to post that this is like the 600 follower special. Like me playing through this is for that. And thank you. I feel very I feel my inner Edgeworth has been awoken. My inner Edgeworth has been awoken by this. But I can't seem to talk in a British accent, but I hope you're doing swell. I'm playing this. You know, I love playing these games. I'm so bad at reading because my dyslexia, but you know what? We still like it. We still like reading. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides aren't only my gig. The Yatakarasu case is also one of my assignments. You're just doing some drawings. Nice, nice. So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics in order to assess if Mr. Faraday's really was the Yatagarasu or not? Well, well. Looks like you just might have a brain after all in that head of yours, son. Son? I'm not your son, Pops. Miss Yu. There is someone here who wishes to see you. Who is it? Oh god. How do I say this one again? I looked it up. Codopia. 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 Topeka. It's hot in Topeka. That's what I feel like when I say that. Staff member by the name of Manny Cochin. Gotta go pee. Gotta go pee embassy. Staff member by what? What's going on? Edgeworth, we already know who that is. Yeah, I'm the hot toe picker. I'm hot. It's hot in Topeka. Detective Bad and Miss Yu's mood just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Cochin? I'll be right there. It's nice to see you again, Miss Yu. Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again. Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? Fine, let's go. Bad. Von Karma. It's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagarasu is involved, and I see this case is no exception. You know Detective Bad, sir? Yes. He's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective. It's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bad. The man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KGA incident? So I was right. Just what is that man doing, wandering around here? That Faraday, I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma. I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here. Objection! I know that voice. Oh my god! She's so cute! I was like, I know her! She's so cute! Papa, how can you place him in charge? Francesca, what are you doing here? I'm here for summer vacation, what else? Von Karma Jr. Francesca Von Karma. So she is here on vacation from Germany. Yeah, it is a prequel. Well, this case is a prequel. She is the daughter of the Manfred Von Karma and a student of his who's also a junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it. You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? Huh. If you were able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you, never. Why does she always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa, are you really assigning Miles Edgeworth to cover the case? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. Yeah, but you're not a prosecutor like right now this very second, girl. And I am 100% confident that I can do better than him. That's just like Francesca. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. Bad? Yeah? These two will be conducting the investigation. She still hasn't even passed her bar exam. What? You want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene? Huh. It's a perfect opportunity to work on their prosecutorial skills. Jesus. A crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in. I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, Bad, and I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Francesca, I leave this case to the two of you. Understood, sir. Yes, Papa. I'll go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from both of you. Do not disappoint me. Goodbye. Hold up, Von Karma. I still haven't agreed to this. As he leaves the door, open and convenient for us. Miles Edgeworth. It's been quite some time, Francesca. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? Ugh, long time no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. She hasn't changed a bit. Miles Edgeworth. As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name. For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter. It looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. Now, I'd appreciate if you could quickly run me through the facts, Detective Bad. You're better off checking things out on your own. Very well. It seems like getting help from Detective Bad will be a most, arduous, I know the word, I can't pronounce it. I know the word. September. Oh my god, they like fell on top of each other. Oh my god. Homies and arduous. Arduous. Thank you. Glad, you know, people watching, helping me learn how to read makes me happy. Oh my god, they fell on top of each other. They homie hugged in the end. December 10th, 4:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Homie hug to the end. Ugh. It's the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously. Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they're finished talking. What are you talking about? I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. A competition? The person that figures out the truth first wins. So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name? Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolishly foolish mouth. Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take that as you accepting my challenge? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightfully childish. You kids over there. Hold it. Kid? Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid. I said kids, kid. How dare you call me a kid as well? I mean, like, how old are you? Audiobooks always help me learn new big words as well as learning about dinos as a kid help. Listen. I struggle. She's like 13. Yeah, you're still a kid. Miles is how old? Or I guess we don't know how old we are. I'll do what I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy, you're gonna watch over these two. Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir. Now, do what I say from now on, kids, okay? You'd better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do. Eek! Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, alright? Right. Now even that detective is treating me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth, and if you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. Damn, he's been threatening his salary since the day they've met. What? And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you. That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. He's so naive. Detective Bad, may I have a word with you? What is it? It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as the murder weapons. Poor Gumshoe, I know, bullied since day one. Yeah, it does. That leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons? The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. I said leg. This bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the, I want to say the gotta pee. You know what? Part of me just wants to say gotta pee in. I got a text message. I gotta kill the Kopi. Gotta go pee-ya. The Kodopia. Gotta go pee-ya. Embassy staff member, but I never heard that anything about the knife. Mr. Rell was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well. Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then, why does Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if it's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of the prosecutorial evidence? He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it. Huh. Maybe I've got a brain in there after all, kid. You're going to treat me like a child forever. It looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this. Not yet. I feel it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence, so as to protect the honor of the Von Karma name. His outfit already gives him a head start. No, he's just in a detective outfit. It's fine. Alright. Let's see. Real quick, I'm gonna grab some food. I'll be right back. I'm back. I already ate some of my dinner. I was like, I kind of scarfed it down a little bit because I was very hungry. Tea. There's some plastic bags stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of disturbance. Hello, Nippy. Welcome in. Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Tea set and plastic bags on top of the table are completely undisturbed. Maybe they were super quiet in their scuffle. And after all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hallway, you know? Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off. Yeah, pal? Presents. I think we present. Never mind. Talked about all this. About investigating. I'm so excited, pal. This is my first real crime scene. Let's get investigating. Detective Gumshoe. I thought investigations were supposed to be conducted in a calm, collected manner. What do you know about running an investigation, little boy prosecutor? I know that at the very least I have a great grasp than you of what happened here. Why you don't know any more than me, pal. Look, you just stay behind me, boy, and out of the way. Ironic coming from the guy that's been a step behind me the entire case. Notice anything? Little boy prosecutor. That's what he keeps calling him. This is my first time setting foot inside the courthouse. Who would have thought it'd be my first case as a detective? But you know, I get the feeling I'll be coming here a lot more in the future. As a suspect detective? Of course not, pal. Anyway, this lobby's actually pretty luxurious. I mean, for a defendant's lobby, it's got a pretty big TV. Oh, and there's that tea set on the table over there. Bet you didn't know that I like to drink tea. Wow, this room is really decked out. If it means spending time in here, maybe being a suspect isn't a bad thing after all. I'm beginning to suspect that leaving this detective in charge of anything might be bad. But he is right. Get out of here, you bot. Get out of here. But he is right, this room is rather well furnished. And somewhere in this room, the truth is slumbering. It's time to find and give it a wake-up call. Murder. So, Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, what is it, boy? Of all the people to call me that, this detective is far the least qualified. I wanted to ask you about how the investigation is proceeding. See for yourself, pal. Oh, did do I do a great detective bad or what? Is this man not a professional bone in his body? Very well, then I will inspect the victim's bodies myself. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. This is the evidence? Ah, I better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it. Do you just not pay attention to anything you do? A plant. This decorative plant foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around it. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Whoa! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one. Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge! Ah! And way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scruffy. Don't touch it. You'll get your fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. Foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to store up on. Hello, Reffy. It's funny that you wonder how Gumshoe got hired, but then I recall watching true crime shows where the whole force was just gumshoes. Listen, he's doing it. He's trying his best. He's about to go to sleep, but missing a crag stream within the first 48 hours of a new year is a great way to speedrun tragedy. Hello, Reffy. Hello, hello. I have to reset the timer, but I will count your... Writing down everyone's names that clock in today. The TV has been left on. Why are you looking at me like that? It wasn't me. I didn't touch anything. Gumshoe, you do know what happened. What will happen if you touch something again, right? I won't touch anything. I won't even go anywhere near the TV, sir. And you, get back to your investigation, alright? I was planning to do so anyway. The window is open and... there's a fresh, flowery scent in the air. Ugh. Flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? Well, at least there's no way someone could escape through this window, pal. You wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor. Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars on the windows? Lobby number 2 window. No human can climb through these barred windows. The scent of flowers is in the air. Hello, Gypsy. 15 stream streak, holy crap. Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. Slap sound bits are so over the top, I love that. Yeah. Talk to you. Detective Bab, do you have any thoughts on the case? Faraday and Rel. It looks like they killed each other to me. Although, there are a few things that just don't seem right. And what would they be? Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy? Now I've been downgraded to just boy? Ah, I see. Did you figure something out? This is a competition, Miles, and as such, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me. As you wish. It looks like the sofa is ready to be disposed of. It's so soft, I could sleep for all 25 hours of the day on this thing. If only I could dispose of him. No, don't dispose of Gumshoe. Why are these plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, Detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? Plastic bags used to store evidence are strewn all over the floor. It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rel. At first glance, it seems like they must have killed each other. However, using logic, the only logical conclusion is, aha! What was that outburst for? My detective's instinct just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rel that fell first, see? You don't need a detective's instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until after I examine the bodies. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Mr. Faraday, how ironic it is for him to lose his life in a courthouse. Yeah, why did it have to be like this? I don't know what to say. I can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes? Yeah. Then get back to work. Find out the cause of his murder. Right, I'm on it, pal. First he killed a Gotta Pee embassy staff member, and he was murdered himself. This guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know. Oh? What makes you say that? Well, he's been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type that committed a murder or two. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Deadman. Hey, good point, pal. And I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something. Detective's intuition? Yep. Do you know about it? It's a special feeling that all we don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation. Looks like Mr. Rell died with the knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck on it. Then he must have used it as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it. Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot some notes down about it. I believe if Faraday brought this as evidence, it was found in Rell's hand. His hand is all black down there, see? I wonder what it could be. If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain. Ink on his left hand. Why is there ink in such a place anyway? An ink stain? Yes, I usually get ink on my own hands when I use feather pens. A feather pen? I've never used one before. Sure you aren't just making it up, pal? Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. Sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Same thing we read earlier. No, wait. Looks like Mr. Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand. So he shot Mr. Rell and then fell atop of him while still gripping onto the gun? I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? It's not exactly rocket science, even I know how to pull the trigger. Although, I doubt I'll ever need to use one. I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. It appears that the police screening procedures need a thorough review. Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand. Mr. Rell's cause of death was from being shot, correct? Can we look at this further or no? Can't examine. That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down. Death is bad enough, but it truly is lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Are you sure they were trying to hide something? I can't confirm Mr. Rell's cause of death with his body positioned like that. Detective Bad, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail if possible. What's this? You're not able to perform a theory with them in the way they are? I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you? I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it. Labby. Yes, sir. We've taken enough photos of the scene, sir. And there you have it. Do you not approve? Of course not. What? Investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will you? Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I was gonna say, we have to examine the bodies. Oops, I didn't mean it. There's a knife wound in his chest here, see? I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rell is holding. Labby? Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir. Make it quick. The looks of things. Dinner has been ate. Nice. Welcome back. From the looks of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rell is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. Mr. Faraday is holding a gun in his right hand. That's the one Mr. Rell got blown away by, right? Labby, your answer? Yes, sir. We found that the ballistic markings do match that gun. Oh, ballistic markings are the figurative fingerprints a gun leaves on a bullet when fired. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic marking. Therefore, by looking at the marking on a bullet, you could tell which gun it came from. Yeah, that's it. Of course I already knew all about that, pal. Maybe you'd be better off going back to the academy. Eek! Come on, sir. Cut me some slack, will you? So the bullet that was fired from this gun is what felled Mr. Rell. There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen. Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. It's because Detective Bad is always telling me you should always write your name on everything you own. Yes, somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. It looks like Mr. Faraday was stabbed with his knife that Mr. Rell is holding. Ouch! What's wrong, Detective? My stomach started to hurt from just thinking about being stabbed. Just keep your mouth on just keep your mind on the case. Sorry, keep your mouth on the case. Shot in the chest. It takes some guts to fire a gun in a courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet. There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean... Wait, burn marks? A round grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point-blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rell must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. Sure do know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal. Apparently, this detective has much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife from today's trial evidence, and then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rell and fired. However, Mr. Rell managed to grab the knife and countered Mr. Faraday while being shot. Then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. What a crazy way to go. Still, something about that explanation just doesn't seem right. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here. Oh wait, hold on. That knife is one of the murder weapons, right? Yes, it is the weapon that took Mr. Faraday's life. Oh, blood struck on the blade and it's still fresh. You're in the homicide division, correct? You'll be seeing a lot more blood. Even if it's not your cup of tea, you might as well get used to it. Ugh. The sight of blood isn't something I want to get used to. Don't think of it as seeing blood, but rather as representation of the killer. If viewed in that sense, you begin to see how the killer operates. You're right, pal. Thanks for the fresh perspective. I feel so much better now. Glad someone does. Eek! Hey, pal. I appreciate it if you didn't point that thing at me, okay? Don't get cheeky with me, detective. I simply wish to show it to you. And? You got a point in showing it to me? Because I don't even have a single penny on me, so you're out of luck, pal. Well, that was an unusual reaction to being shown a piece of evidence. Do you have any insight on this, Detective Gumshoe? Well, Detective Feathers, he has actually... Okay. Got nothing to say to that. Anything else? Guess we gotta do some logic here. Neat and tidy table. Well, we kind of can piece together what the ink stains are from. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. Wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen. Oh, let's ask the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe, I confirmed that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see. Good work. You know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life. Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand. I think it's fair to assume that he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. And this is like the second case where we've had somebody is this-handed, left-handed, right-handed. If you say so, pal. Okay, pound pen, left-handed. So that's what Mr. Faraday uses to write with. It's in a completely different league from my 10 for $9.95 ballpoint pens. It looks to be well used. Yeah, he probably used it a lot at work. I heard he was really passionate about his job. I just can't believe he died like this. Poor guy. As for why he died, I suppose I'll find out once we solve this case. It seems Mr. Faraday was in the habit of using very nice fountain pens. That's the total opposite of me. I don't get these things at all. Well, I think the pencil behind your ear suits you just fine. Really? Think so, pal? Man, I knew it was worth something. That wasn't exactly a compliment, detective. Looks like a quality nib. Hey, let me test it out, pal. Oh. It's really... Ah! Got ink all over my hand. Detective Gumshoe, don't ever play with evidence like that again. Unusual about that. This. There's a very tiny pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet a portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. Not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got here? Another reason? I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Eek! Please get that blood away from me, pal. Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else on it or in the bag either. It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Okay, if you say so, I'll leave it in your hands, pal. I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other. This blood here is from Mr. Faraday, but there is no other clues to be found. Which begs the question, do I need to put this bag inside another bag in order to preserve it as evidence? Good question, Edgeworth. That's a good question. No, we can't conclude that quite yet. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case. In fact, there is actually a contradiction that shows there is another possibility. No way, pal. Really? I suppose I will just have to show you the contradiction in this crime scene. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking... pen and the gun, I guess. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Eureka! Now we come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed, and yet the handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find that, don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, lady and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange, but how could something like that happen? The facts add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Plastic bags scattered on the floor, and a gun in the wrong hand? I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. September 10, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Here's the autopsy report. It is probable that Mr. Rell survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantly from his stabbing. Interesting. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case. Are you sure we know everything? Of course. The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But then the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. It's all very clear and simple. There is absolutely no margin for doubt. You really believe that to be the truth. Huh, are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you, that you don't want to believe it's true? Ugh. It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. Well, if there are any contradictions to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. What happened? Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneously, while Mr. Rel survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel. And Mr. Rel, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. 4 p.m. Discovered immediately after the gunshot is heard. Friday died with a knife stabbed in his chest. The shock of being stabbed caused instant death. Rel died from a bullet wound to the chest. There is no gunpowder burn. He shot a few yards. And that contradicts them being on top of each other. Those are the facts of this case. Yeah, there's a big contradiction already. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous. Therefore, he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should first look for any holes in her theory. Rebuttal.
Hold it!
Do you truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously? I have the murder report right here. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously of shock due to being stabbed in the chest. There, you see, it's been documented, clear as day. Ugh. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel.
Hold it!
Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rel before he died? Do you have any, basis for that statement? Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now, I hate to repeat myself, however, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need. Alright, so if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, he must have attacked Mr. Rel before being stabbed. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. And Mr. Rel, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. So you believe that the dying Mr. Rel stole the knife from Mr. Faraday. Mr. Rel became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So the two men struggled, and in the end Mr. Rel was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The messy condition of this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say that? It's perfect? What are you insinuating? Nothing. However, I can't let what you say slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise, so if you could append that statement to your testimony. Fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rel used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday.
Hold it!
About this statement, Mr. Rel used all of his remaining strength to take the knife and defend himself. One can easily see that they had a violent struggle. Of course, it's nothing compared to what my riding crop can do. How does one compare the damage her crop can do with the state of this room? Furthermore, all the plastic bags on the floor in this room were scattered there due to the fight. Is there anything else that I can explain for you? No, that will be fine. Those are the facts of this case.
Hold it!
Claiming speculation as fact already, don't you feel that the evidence is a bit lacking? You'll find all the evidence you need just by looking around in this room. Mr. Faraday collapsed on the top of Mr. Rel. In addition, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, making a counterattack impossible. Furthermore, the room is a total mess from their fight. I dare say that there's more evidence here than you could whip a whip at. It looks like she's becoming more and more confident, and looking at this place, she might have a right to be. After all, everything here seems to support her theory. It looks like you're starting to see my point. I've as good as won as our little competition. Something strange about Francisca's theory. I should compare her claim with the data I've gathered thus far. I just know there's a contradiction somewhere. I struggled and Mr. Rel took the last. Oh. Oh, I didn't mean to press it. No. Press it. I wanted to press A. Oh, okay, it has to be that on one of the evidence. I thought it would be on her little additional sentence. Maybe that was a little trick. Okay, so maybe it was this one. Objection! No? Oh, it does say after. My bad. Whoops. Well, no. I mean, that still contradicts. Mr. Friday died after he shot Mr. Bell. Where's the bloody bag? Get the bloody bag. Cause yeah. Objection! No? Oh my god. Going to win our little competition. Have to calm down and do a better job of finding the flaw in her logic. I'm trying. They struggled. And he used the last of his strength to Oh. Objection! Jesus, I forgot about that. If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have been surely caused quite a struggle. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rel get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right there in the lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rel saw a chance and took it out at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rel took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag, and then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rel after being stabbed. Isn't there something strange in Francisca's statement just now? took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. They know something off? Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? This is simply not possible for Mr. Friday to have shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed. Autopsy report. According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that. Oh, you got me. But of course. Well then, if the report is correct, then there's only one correct explanation. If we were to suppose that Mr. Rell attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rell. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have been stabbed by Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Then they both died. That is the only explanation that makes logical sense. Negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisca. I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible. Or you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. How naive of you to believe that only your options are valid. Or your opinions, did he say? Your opinions are valid, and still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Francisca, you've still got a ways to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Mr. Faraday's died instantly, and the facts that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in the scene. The contradiction here is the crime scene is the order of events, the order the bodies fell. Let me get this straight. What you are arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rell. And the wounded Mr. Rell found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday would die on the spot, and Mr. Rell died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which their bodies are piled. No. Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rell's. Therefore, Mr. Rell must have died before Mr. Faraday. Impossible. Yes, I agree. It seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene that we must... Oh. No, not so fast, Miles Edgeworth. What now? I simply think you ought to think a bit more outside the box. And that it's even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. She sure bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some decisive evidence to prove her wrong. It's just a chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rell's. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in opposite order. I just know that Francisca's explanation isn't absolutely correct. All I have to do is find a hole in her logic. Once I do, I can then present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction.
Hold it!
I think I already know what it is, but it's okay. About that. Testing someone's testimony in order to gain some time to think. You're a real one-trick pony, aren't you? It's too bad your trick only works on fools. That wasn't my intent. I simply wish for more details as to how Mr. Faraday ended up on the top of Mr. Rell. Someone's impatient. I was just about to explain everything to you. So, do you think you could hold on for a minute? Ugh! Francisca, I'll make you a deal. I'll hold on if you hold on to that whip of yours. Oh, I'll hold on to it alright, as I whip you. Ugh! Well now, that you've quieted down a bit, I'd like to continue if you don't mind. Two bodies fell in a pile.
Hold it!
The two fell on top of each other? Don't you find that to be just a bit strange? Not at all. Ugh! I can see it in her eyes. She's dead set against me from the bottom of her heart. Miles Edgeworth. Once I'm done here, you'll see that there's nothing strange at all. Now then, the two men fell into a pile. Which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time.
Hold it!
What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time? I assume Mr. Faraday had the two different weapons in his hand. He made to attack Mr. Rel while holding both the knife and the revolver. Then, after Mr. Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Rel grabbed the knife as he was falling and stabbed Mr. Faraday. That is how Mr. Rel wound up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. At close range, that is more than possible. Close range is more than possible. Yes, it's possible, but if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got. Oh, I will. And to that extent, I'd like you to append what you just said to your testimony. I don't see any point to that, but as you please. The fact indicates that they attacked each other at the same time from the close range. Yeah, that's the contradiction right there. You're saying that they attacked each other at the same time from close range. Exactly. Mr. Faraday pointed the gun at Mr. Rel's chest and pulled the trigger. Mr. Rel then took the knife from Mr. Faraday and stabbed him before he fell unconscious. The dead Mr. Faraday instantly fell on top of Mr. Rel from the stabbing, pinning Mr. Rel under him where he died shortly thereafter. And that is how they ended up on top of each other with no contradictions to be seen. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in opposite orders. Do you really believe they fell in the exact opposite order in which they attacked? Miles Edgeworth. You are not listening to a word that I'm saying. Ugh. They both attacked each other at the same time and Mr. Rel fell first by chance, leaving Mr. Faraday to just happen to fall on top of him. Then Mr. Rel died shortly thereafter, pinned underneath Mr. Faraday. That's how it happened. So the two men attacked each other with Mr. Rel randomly falling down first? The fact that the order that they attacked each other in varies from the order they fell varies from the order they fell in doesn't cause a problem for me. However, there's definitely one certain aspect that I'm having trouble swallowing. Yeah, so.
Objection!
So you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as it is written in the crime scene notes, the firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rel's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rel and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. 2 bodies are piled up on each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rel moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation. What a completely foolish line of foolish thoughts from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Who? The person that attacked first with the murderous intent? That would be... I think neither. Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can be only one explanation. There was a third person here. It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel, and set their bodies up to make sure it looked like a double murder. That third person is the real culprit. Hello, Claire. Miles Edgeworth. There's just one thing you're missing. Evidence, correct? Exactly. Everything you've said up until now is nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person involved in this crime? Of course. If a third person was truly here, that fact would resolve the glaring contradiction. Proof that this has all been a setup made to look like they killed each other. Present it, and lay bare the final piece of the puzzle, not yet in place. What is the piece of evidence that proves there is a third person involved? I want to say this, right? But it could be, other than gunshot, didn't hear a sign of a struggle. Maybe it is the... Feel the bloody bag. Actually, Flores.
Take that!
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, no, okay, I got it. It's not. I was just like, oh, what if, like, maybe, but no. Okay, okay, yes, I got it wrong. I got it wrong. Francesca, please, please, please. Oh, there's truthfully it was a third person here. Just need to go over the evidence again.
Take that!
Right, it was the blood. The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the plastic bag with his blood on it. These two items point to the presence of a third person. How so? Follow Detective Gumshoe's testimony. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground, meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. Oh, okay. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment, there is a high probability of blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. If the culprit held the knife with a plastic bag around it, they could use the bag to catch any blood splatter from when they withdrew the knife. Then, by spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one in with them, and arrange the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. Looks like we've still got a long way to go in this investigation. Yes.
Objection!
What the heck's up with you, pal? Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest! What? What's the meaning of this? Ah, looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates. Don't you dare. That detective claims he was there, standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie. It's you. I ask that you please explain that last statement. I'll let His Honor explain it himself. I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway. What? Uh-oh. Did Gumshoe get distracted and walk away from his actual job duties? See, Mr. Bad? So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie? Gumshoe? Did you kill Faraday? No! Of course not, sir. It would appear that the one who set this whole crime scene up is that detective, which basically renders his testimony completely a lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Is that statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Now spit out the truth, or so help me. I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I really was there. I was in the hallway the whole time. Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma. Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. And what's that? What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Motive for the murders, why he wasn't in the hallway, state of the hallway, why was he in the hallway? Detective Gumshoe, why were you missing from the hallway for a span of time? Look, pal, like I said, I was there the whole time, okay? But there is a testimony against you that. Miles Edgeworth, why are you wasting our time with a completely useless question? Hello, welcome in. The only logical reason as to why he was absent is that he was busy committing the crime. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool. Ugh. Maybe I should ask about something else. What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Motive for the murder? Save the hallway? Motive for the murders? I suppose the one thing I'd like to clarify is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime. Motive. Huh. Gumshoe? You got a grudge against Faraday or anything? No, sir, not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir. Is that a fact?
Objection!
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I'm telling you. I am not lying. The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here. Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy, because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation. You're serious, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice. Gumshoe's motive. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there, paper pale, as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit!" A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut? That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for the perfect explanation? You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge. Quiet. We can't trust anything you say. There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se, but there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Miss Yu's perfect explanation may not be so perfect at all. I'm gonna get some more water really quick. Be right back. Okay. Back and more water. About a week ago.
Hold it!
A week ago? Then you and Detective Gumshoe are acquaintances? Carbohydrate? Phew, no way. I only met him in person today. Then how did you know about Detective Gumshoe? Oh, I've seen him around before. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. Mr. Faraday was upset? Yeah, you know, what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get angry often. But there he was, totally beat right in the face. And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die. Just like the face he's making now, right? Ugh, completely innocent, I tell you. Poor man. I'm just gonna give her an ugly laugh each time now. I don't like laughing. Like, I can't do like a fake, like, I can't voice act, okay? On the spot, no way. It was quite the scene with the detective. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit." You just stood there watching this unfold in front of you? Yeah, I have to say it was really enjoyable too. But that's why when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew to steer clear of him. No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face. What you do? Huh? What have I got stuck on my face? Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth. Oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows. Wow. She needs to, like... I don't know. She's making fun of my man Gumshoe. That's sad. He needs to, I don't know, get locked up in jail or something for that. Huh? Oh man, messing with your head is just too much fun. Miss you, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Whew. Sure, why not? A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut? That's reason enough for a grudge. Hashtag justice for Gumshoe, I know, right? To cut a new detective salary right off the bat like that. I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that a common practice? Ugh, speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? I suppose I did. It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father could even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers. Phew. You think maybe that's the reason enough for detectives to hate you people? Well, I guess. They really shouldn't cut people's pay. Detective bad. Don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier. Well, how's that for the perfect explanation? You call your explanation perfect? Haha. Is it not to your liking? Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Oh? Is there something you want me to clarify in that case? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me. How Mr. Faraday was killed. Motive for killing Mr. Rell. After that. I understand Detective Gumshoe's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rell? His motive for killing Rell? Like I would know. If there was no clear motive for both the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? But that's impossible. She must know something. Whew, wait. You can please not glare at me like that. It makes me laugh. Ugh, I didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away. Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway. Oh? Would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Oh, perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight, or is that a requisite trait for being a bomb karma? Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you shut this rude woman up. I wish you'd both be quiet for just 1 second. Ahem. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. Motive to kill the men. I don't know why that was really funny. Motive to kill the men. Guilty! Hello, too cute. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rel, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity, and set up to look like they had killed each other. I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. The second KGA incident, as calling it, involving an embassy staff member, and the two men who both wound up as suspects in the case. Is there someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to them? Hello, Roy. Yeah, I started a little earlier than normal. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel.
Hold it!
So there's no one else who might have a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel? I suppose no one is a bit of a stretch, but I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in this courthouse today. She's lying through her teeth. You just saw someone like that here earlier. Besides, you don't need to prove that the killer had a grudge against both men. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men.
Hold it!
Someone with a grudge against one of the men? In that case, aren't there plenty of other people who fit the bill? Sure. After all, who doesn't garner scorn from another simply by being alive? But the only ones who held a grudge and acted upon it by killing was Detective Gumshoe. Ugh. Furthermore, Mr. Rel, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. So you're saying that he was basically silenced. Aren't you glad you managed to avoid the same fate, Your Honor? Why, if you had been the one to witness the blood-covered detective... What? Detective Gumshoe, you would even kill me? What? I could never do something as terrible as that, Your Honor. There's no need for a second of deliberation. I will hand down my verdict here. Your Honor, take a look around. We are not in the court right now. It would be greatly appreciated if you would stay here with us in reality. Ugh. Please forgive me. I know not what I do. Whew. And you there, Miss Yu, hurry up and continue with your testimony. If you fail to do so, I will whip you into shape. Ha ha ha, that's nice. That's kind of fun, actually. Anyway, Detective Gumshoe had to race the witness, Mr. Rel. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other. I didn't do it, pal. No hard feelings, but I don't think we can take the word of a criminal seriously. But I can't even begin to think up ways to set up a crime scene. I suppose you do lack the necessary tactical mind required to do such a thing. Why do you have to kick a man when he's down, pal? You shouldn't put yourself down, Detective. You're a big boy. I bet you thought it up all by yourself, right? Yeah, that's right, and I worked real hard at it too. I think this proves one thing about the detective. He has the mental acuity of a worm. Poor Gumshoe. I have to admit her explanation makes sense. However, there is also something she overlooked in her testimony. I should present that piece of evidence and see if it can't make her see the truth. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both.
Objection!
Whoa, 35 Stream Street. Wow. Holy moly. Holy moly guacamole. Miss Yu, I believe there is someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KGA incident. And a member of the Gotta Piss Embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. Happy 365 days as well. It is the new year. 365 days. I have to restart the counter too. Gotta remember to do that. I have to remember to do that. Hello, too cute. Or I already said hello to you. What the hell? Well, you get a second hello. I said hello because my instinct was to do that when I saw the clock in command. The second hello makes you stronger. The man who killed a member of the Gotta Piss Embassy staff, Mr. Rell. And the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KGA incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You covered for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect. Make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony, these are the only things I wish to hold. Gotta Piss Embassy? Yeah, so it's pronounced Codopia Embassy, or Codopia Embassy. And then someone said Gotta Piss Embassy, and now I can't stop saying that. You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak out. You want to investigate Cochin? You'd just be wasting your time. And why is that? Cochin was up in the viewing gallery watching the trial. Or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on this guy since he arrived. Then the only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. No way. Come on, Detective Bad. You've got to believe me, sir. I really was in the hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step inside this room, sir. Okay, then are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway? No, there was no one else, sir. Then why should I believe you didn't do it? That is one incredibly foolish detective, standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as a confession of guilt. I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals would fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you think he would have at the very least offer up a spaced out while on duty or the like. Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your interrogation. Detective Bad. Hello, Jet Mike. Detective Badass. Miles Edgeworth, I will go on ahead and report this to Papa. And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? Ho ho. Ho ho ho. He's Santa Claus. Ho ho ho. Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Before we do, Miss Yu, there is something I'd like to speak with you. What is it? A pleasant breeze is blowing through this window. If only I could exchange it with the stifling atmosphere of this crime scene. Or stifling, my bad. Television has been left on to preserve the crime scene, of course. It will stay on until the police are finished with their investigation. Do they think nothing of saving electricity? How bothersome. It's Mr. Faraday's bag. Evidence for this trial of the embassy staff's murder is in there. And if things had gone smoothly, they would now be mine. Including the 2 weapons in this double murder, the knife and gun, I suppose. Eating a Wawa burger. Ooh. Nom 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 nom. I know. Gemma did get a Wawa for the new year. You're curious about something? About Edgeworth? The game? Everything is neat and tidy on top of the table, with not a single disturbance in sight. Where's Phoenix? Oh, so this technically, I think... So, I mean, the case we're doing right now is a prequel to everything. This is Edgeworth's first case. But the events of the other 2 cases we did is, I believe, it's either after the first and the second game. Oh, I know it's for a fact after the first and the second game, but I don't know if it takes place after the 3rd game. From what I know, it's in the timeline of Ace Attorney, because he makes some references, I believe, to the second game, but I don't know about the 3rd game. But Phoenix is still around. You actually see him in one part of the game, in the background. I got an achievement for it for seeing him. Welcome back, Cyber. Everything is neat and tidy on top of the table with not a single disturbance in sight. It's just another cheap sofa. If I should buy one for my office, I'll be sure to select a much more luxurious one. Yeah, even this case takes place even before the first case with Mia. Wait, Edgeworth? Where are you off to? Aren't you the one who wanted to talk? Oh yes, sorry about that. To have set these 2 men up and make it look like they kill each other. If there's one thing I cannot forgive, it's the desecration blah 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 of the dead. Desecration of the dead. Do you want to do my laundry? Yeah, we have some new redeems. I had to turn off some commands because I'm kind of messing with some new stuff, so some commands are turned off right now, and some redeems as well that I'm messing with, so I just thought it would be easier. Desecration. Thank you. But we have a few ones. There's one, the bonk is updated with some new sound effects, so it's completely random. So the bonk is all random ones, like they're all Mario Party, Paper Mario. So there's like, yeah, these are all Earthbound sound effects. Can you tell that I've been wanting to add Earthbound sound effects for such a long time, and I just didn't get a chance to. But I want to add more to the bonk redeem. I might add some other sound effects, like there's a couple of like other game sound effects I would like to add to that I think would be fun. But I did Paper Mario as a test, so if I redeemed it, example, yeah, that's like one of the sound effects Mario can make with his hammer. The actual hammer sound is there as well. The actual like sound of the hammer hitting the ground. But I want to add a couple like random ones. So it's a randomizer. It'll cycle through like different ones. I think that's it. The spooky is just like an Earthbound spooky. I mean, it's literally called spooky. And the thumb up plays a random thumb up video or GIF. Well, one's an image, and the other one's a GIF. So you saw the Mario one, and then I have another one. And I have to find some other ones. Yeah, there you go. Oh, they might accidentally stack. I might have to put on a cooldown for that one. I just realized, because it's not a gun. It's not a real gun. I'll do 1 minute. Good enough. Or for some reason, okay, it always does 5. I set it to 1 minute and it says 5 minutes, so I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's something in Mix It Up that I have to fix, because that's the one thing I kind of didn't understand. Part of me thinks I might have to like it doesn't let me like set the amount for it in the thing. So I wonder if I made it a pre-redeem. Oh, it does say 1 minute? Why does it say longer for me? Okay, that's fine though. Yeah, so I think okay. So, what did you want to ask me about? Oops. No, stop it. It is a shame that we will not be able to face each other. It was my first trial too. Oh, was that a declaration of war? How nice it is to be young and carefree. What a nice squeaky clean bow. Wait. We've already heard this dialogue. Trying to skip. All you can eat sushi, nice. Mr. Faraday was killed with this knife, correct? I feel bad for him. Being killed by evidence you prepared yourself is just awful. Miss Yu, what do you think about this piece of evidence? What do I think? Well, other than the blood, it's a very pretty and ornate knife. I'd love to use it as an ornament in my home. If it's alright with you, may I have it? What are you talking about? This is a weapon that was used to kill someone with. Why so serious? I think someone needs to loosen up. Ugh, here she goes again. Looks like Mr. Rel was killed by the very gun he used to kill the embassy staff member. Speak of the concept of karma, I assume, and that you take your life into your own hands when you commit a crime, correct? I never thought I'd be dealing with a gun this soon upon becoming a prosecutor. Well, for a veteran like me, they're pretty much par of for the course. To be honest, even if it's just once, I've always wanted to try firing one. Hey, is that thing loaded? Do you think I could give it a try right now? Just don't be ridiculous. This isn't some kind of toy. I was just only joking, duh. Why is it that anything I have to say is a joke to her? Let me activate submarine mode. You ate so much. Miss Yu, what do you think about this piece of evidence? Say... Nothing to say. The current case of the murdered Gotta-Piss embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KGA incident. Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KGA incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KGA incident. I appreciate if you'd stop with the false accusations. Baseless outspurts are useless during both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here. You think you can stop making that ultra serious face in front of me? If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headways like this. Just going to have to show her exactly how related to the KGA incident she is. Miss Yu, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KGA incident. That file is your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KGA incident? Through the suspect, through the victim, yeah, through the victim. Your connection to the KGA incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case? Sorry, but we're not related. What? Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but... Miss Yu, I asked that you please tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister CCU, as I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Kochen. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his life, his cushy life, completely carefree. All because of a lack of evidence. No, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. What? I heard it was from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Kochen's trial was over. Apparently a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. And the evidence had been tampered with? Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? Smuggling ring being a the smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group, one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Kochen out. Turns out they were in league with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KGA incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. Why did Mr. Kochen want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he arrived. He figured he should say hi. And one other thing. Looks like he couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad. What's that supposed to mean? Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Ahem. But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I asked around and people in the gallery claimed that he was in his seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is all I know. Haha, sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh? That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life. Phew. Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we? Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well, you'll see. Look at you with your game face on. Ready to go. I'm making no such face. Did you know? Laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth. Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time? I'm charged with making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter. There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up. The KGA incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus a detective, Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly this case is far from over, but whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name is Miles Edgeworth. To be continued. Oops. September 10th, 4:45 p.m. District Court, 3rd floor lobby. Sir, what has become of the trial into the Gotta Piss Embassy staff member's murder? Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely. Looks like you'll have to wait just a bit longer for your big debut. Suppose it can't be helped. Oh, okay, so like, this was like his first case, but like maybe in Trials and Tribulations, the first time he appeared in court. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Gotta Piss embassy staff member and the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rill? What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivety. An outrageous circus. Alright, sir. I grow weary of this topic. Edgeworth, I will have you assigned to a different case. Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? I'll consider it. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation, whatever for. I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as whoa. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. Papa? Who do you think he is the real culprit behind these murders? How's your finger? My finger's fine. It hurts, but it be like that. It's like a paper cut. That's like, you ever get like one from a cardboard box though? So it's like still thin enough, but it's like, it's from like that. Yeah. I'm glad he gets arrested later. Yeah, thank God. It's fun but dirty. What do you mean? What's fun and dirty? Getting a paper cut? Who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. Then you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francesca, see to it that I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. I meant to say carpet is thin but dirty. Oh, I was like, what? Paper cut from a box is silly. Happened to me more than I'd like to. Yeah. You like the design for Frances? I know, I really like her. I heard her objection when she first appeared. I heard her objection. I was like, oh my god! I forgot that we get to see like young her in this game. Francesca, thank you. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wished. I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. I know I don't have enough information yet, but my first order of business will be to question anyone involved with this case. Guess what is it? Today's trial. It feels like there's a whole backside to this case we're not seeing. And here we had thought that it was a case where the two men had killed each other. We're lacking in information, and as a Von Karma, I can hardly call this a perfect investigation. Indeed, it is as you say. Ah! I can't believe we agree on something. Just what is so revolting about agreeing? Anyway, our first move should be to speak with everyone related to this case. Indeed, even if you had not said it, I was planning to do so anyway. Ugh! What was that lash for? Let's see, let's present some stuff to her. Do you think you can win this competition by simply showing that to me? Not at all. In fact, I was planning to thank you. I wouldn't be a prosecutor today without you and your father. I didn't really do much. You became a prosecutor first, that's all. But just you wait and see, Miles Edgeworth. Very soon, I'll be a prosecutor too. Good. Then we can both send criminals away together as colleagues. But you can be sure that I will always get more convictions than you. It's almost cute that she's going this far to insist that she'll always win. Almost. The KGA incident, huh? The defendant was acquitted in that case, but I don't think we've seen the last of it. The fact that he was acquitted on a lack of evidence is just revolting. It's inexcusable. Well, if it was my papa, he would have been found guilty in 3 minutes flat. Indeed, we would do well to watch and study more from our mentor, so that we may secure a conviction for all those we try. That will be our rule. What's with all this we business? Don't let me in with you, Miles. Any suspect I come across will confess everything to me before we even reach the trial. I'll show you exactly who's the superior prosecutor. Clearly only one of us is playing to win here. I was wondering what you think of this piece of evidence. Asking people for help is breaking the rules, Miles. As I said earlier, this is a competition, a battle of wits. If you want to ask someone for an opinion, you should start with yourself. In other words, you have no real opinions about this piece of evidence, do you? It's one of the weapons in this case. Pity, Mr. Faraday. It's bad enough to be killed with evidence that he prepared himself, but to also be killed in a courthouse of all places, and right in the middle of one of the trials he was running too. It just goes to show that nothing in life is predictable. It's one of the weapons in this case. Pity, Mr. Faraday. It's bad enough to be killed with evidence that he prepared himself, but to also be killed in the courthouse of all places. And right in the middle of blah 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 blah. Actually, there's nothing else to say. Okay. It's an incredibly detailed model, isn't it? I heard that it costs as much to make that as it costs to build the courthouse itself. What was the point of making such an expensive model? I felt the exact same way upon hearing it. Ugh, it's so hard to understand such foolishness. Agreed. Oops. Oh. It's the witness stand. I'll make sure that each and every person that ever stands here will be found guilty. There are others besides the defendant that stand at this podium, you know. I don't care. Just make sure you never end up standing at one of these. Or you'll be sorry. About that. I'll keep that in mind. Any day now, I'll be taking my rightful place behind this bench. By that time, I should already be standing here. It'll be downright disgraceful if I beat you to it, wouldn't it? If that were to happen, Francisca, I'll eat my... Is it Carvat? She seems a little serious about her job. She's not even a prosecutor yet. She didn't even get her. She didn't go to the bar exam. Arbiat? Don't worry, we never will. It's the defense attorney's bench. I'd probably be standing on this side of the courtroom if that incident hadn't happened. What are you thinking about? Lately, the more wrinkly your face becomes, the less I'm able to read what you're thinking. You thrown people in jail yet? Not yet. Well, I'll have you know I don't have a single wrinkle upon my youthful brow. Yeah. Yeah. Are we even allowed up here? This must be the judge's desk. You can tell by the gavel, sitting on top. I had a dream once that I was being squashed from above by this gavel. Him and Phoenix had the same dream? Soulmates. I thought it was Carbot? Or Crabot? Carbot? Ra? Ray? Rab? Ra. Hold on. I can't read today. Crab. Cravat. Cravat. Ready? You go. Here's how the... Run. Cravat. What doesn't say it again? Oh, it does. Cravat.
Cravat.
What in down? Oh, you wrote it again. You guys wrote it again anyway in the chat. Cravat. You're such a weakling, Miles Edgeworth. You have no idea how frightening it was. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Oh, I didn't hear the little achievement sound effect, but I got one. It's the viewing gallery. This is where the riff-raffs sit when they come to watch. It's situated at the same height as the judge's bench. I wonder if that's to represent the intense scrutiny of each and every case from all sides. Miles Edgeworth, are you not man enough to stand up to all these eyes? What sort of course I'm man enough. Sir, nothing to report, sir. Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his actions on the job? Looks like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. Then this guard can have fun in a walking nightmare after being awakened from his dream. Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now. Ugh. What's the matter, officer? I've been standing here forever, sir. I really need to go to the bathroom. Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one isn't that far, is it? No, it's a short way down the hall beyond the stores, but I don't want to be blamed for anything that might happen while I'm gone. Oh, I'm gonna hold it. So I'm gonna hold it. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe can be a positive influence on the force after all. This area is restricted to authorized personnel only, sir. If I'm not authorized personnel, then what, may I ask, do you think I am? The younger sibling of a dysfunctional relationship? He's kinda not- I mean, the officer ain't wrong. I'm not the younger one. He is. Now get that straight in your head. I believe there is more objectionable parts that you should be upset over, Francesca. Wow, this thing is so incredibly detailed. My inner modeling fanboy is impressed. Not exactly a fan of plastic models per se, but even I can sense the superb quality of this model. I simply cannot comprehend how that man can feel so much love for such a trifle. Oh, I see. You're a disciple of my father, so you would do well to guard yourself against an interest in such an unproductive things. Yes, perhaps I should take up whipping people like the young lady over here. Cold, I know. Wait, how old is she here? She is 13. I can't stop the water, sir. It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. Bunch of fools who pretended to not see the foolishly foolish actions of a foolish fool. Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand? Huh, as if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water-drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officer should be covering. Let's give that officer a description of the water guzzler later. She seems to have quite the grudge. Sounds to me like someone wanted a drink. Miles Edgeworth. Yes? What is the meaning of this bulletin board? Why are there so few trials posted? It would appear that the entire week is devoted to Mr. Rail's trial. Is the crime rate really that low in this country? Or maybe the police lack the proper motivation to get out there and catch the criminals? I'm afraid I can't comment on that. However, I can say that I have my doubts about the younger detectives. Sounds to me like they're in need of a stricter hand. And I'll start my discipline regimen with that pathetic, filthy-coated detective. I feel bad for the big guy, and yet I can find no suitable reason to stop her. Miss you. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Francesca von Karma, and I am not about to be... Oh, I am about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means that for now, you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. Oh, why are you whipping me? Whew. Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. Terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask you. Look at you, eyebrow scrunch with lines on your forehead. And that to ask for you, of you. What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. Oh, I feel much better now. So what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. You were in the defendant lobby number 1 the whole time until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. So, I take it that you are acquaintances with Detective Bad? Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KGA incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KGA incident from my papa, but how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. You see, he did mention that he is in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. Time of the murder. You claim that at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad. But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came into the lobby number 1. So we just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk with Detective Bad about? Well, nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going, and then insulted him some more. Bloody. Bloody. When she's not laughing. Her mouth seems to spew nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in the defendant's lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. Mackerel. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that made off with the evidence from the KG-8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made that up. He made it up. Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there is no footage of him sneaking into the Gotta Piss embassy by itself. Hold on for just 1 second. And you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. But they are no match for us von Karmas. Phew. I don't believe it, you're serious. Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG-8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. Hello, Prez. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. Because we have a new bonk redeem. It does not play the default bonk, but it plays different Mario hammer sounds, so it's all random what hammer sound you will get. Yeah, like that. They're all like from the badges from the first Paper Mario game. But the actual hammer sound from the Paper Mario game is also there, but I added all of them because I thought it was fun. It's still 1,000. I'm sorry, do you want it to be 2,000? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, you do. It's to protect you. For now. But also, don't abuse it. But also the commands, some of the commands I did, some of my commands I turned off too because I'm changing up some of them a little bit, so that's why. The badge gives Prez plot armor. Yeah. I want to like remove a bot if one comes in, please. A rebrand? No, I'm just changing like how cause like, well, Mix-Up first has to update it where lead mods can do the command. So I'm waiting for that to happen. Maybe, hopefully. But also, right now I think I just like removed it from all the mods. I think except for Cyber, just so like every mod would have access to the commands. But I'm also just changing. I removed some redeems too, so that way I can have some more fun. Because I want to have more fun. I'm trying to figure out, mix it up more. So unfortunately, nobody can be Xenoblade or Somnian Files right now, and a couple other things. That can't be- there's a couple of other commands I think I turned off too. That like, I think I turned up the shop thing too, just for now, because I'm gonna add new items to it. But yeah. Prez is now like that meme of the dog with the sword. Yeah. The Dark Souls music starts playing. Yeah, the Xenoblade doesn't work right now. I'm changing it. But I didn't have time. Is it I have like an idea. Well, the Xenoblade's probably gonna say I wanna add like what do you call it? You know, like the actual GIF image of the guy going like the thingy where he go the bailiff, not the bailiff, what the judge, and he does the hammer and it's like sends someone. I like want that to happen, and but this was all like right before my stream, so I was like, I'll just keep it off until I have time. You went to the mall. You went to the mall. Guilty. Yeah. And then the Somnium one, I'm gonna also do a GIF for that too. So that's why I'm like, let me turn them off, because I'm also gonna change up some things too. So that way the commands will be more fun. So that way, when we do use them, there'll be some fun things that happen. I turned that off because, well, this was before I removed the Xenoblade because it wasn't working. And I was like, well, it's not working, so I should just like not make anybody. Well, I left Cyber apparently, but that way the Xenoblade commands and the actual regular mod commands in general would just work. I think I turned off one other mod command though that I'm gonna change that up too, but any other mod command that way you guys can use, because I forgot to turn it off. Because I forgot. You can ban me. No, because the fact that... But actually, I forgot. I left Cyber because I forgot. But that was so because Mixup won't let you do the mod commands. There you go. Fix it. So until then, there's no point of having a lead mod if you can't use the actual mod commands. Which right now, there's only like you can't do the shoutouts and you can't do... I have like one other command, I think. So that way you guys can do it. So true. Too cute. Okay. Too cute's the lead mod. You're so right. Okay. Let's do it. True, they don't do much, but yeah. When I was like, oh, none of the commands worked, because last stream none of the commands worked, so I was like, okay. Oh, I turned off steal. I mean, the mods can't do that. Everybody can do that, but I wanna change that one. But there's still... So now you can do shoutouts and... I think the fire command still works. The fire command should still work. I'll do a test. Actually, I don't know if it'll let me do it. Oh, actually, I don't want to do that. Do the bot. I was gonna use it on the bot. Alright, Prez, you're my test dummy. There we go. You were fired. You were fired. That command still works though. Yeah, I turned off Somnium, Steel, and Xenoblade because I was gonna add gifts. And I wanted to add something to the Steel. I want to integrate it with the what do you call it? So you know how, okay, this is a big plan. Side tangent real quick. You know like how I have the shop thing? So in Mix It Up, you can have like inventory. So I have inventory, which is what you use to buy the items. So I wanted to make it a command where you could steal from somebody. Or, I don't know. I have to mess around with the inventory. That's why I turned off steal. But, and I turned off the buy item thing because I want to like play it before I have it like ready. It's like I said, I was messing with it earlier before I started the stream. And I had a brain fart. Well, anyway, Prez has to get food stamps. Yeah. Don't get fired again, Prez. We rehired you. Yeah, I wanted to have the ability for you to be able to steal. I thought it would be funny. I also have to reset that. There's a lot of things I was like fucking with and I was just like, I'll just turn off things and then it'll remind me to like fix it later. So sorry that commands are turned off right now. I apologize. Like Xenoblading and Somnium and I thought I'm looking at the list. I think anything that was text related I kept. And besides fire, I think that was the only thing I kept. Give Prez money? No, that was never a real command. Yeah, I thought it'd be fun to do the inventory for the shop. The only thing is, if I do that, I might have to change some of the items in the shop. So that way it's like an actual object of words. I don't know how to explain it, but just know that I want to make it so you have the ability to like fuck around with things and have fun. Donate food to Prez. Yeah, we're gonna have like a thing that you know, like how people have like feed the cat, you know, like they have like the thing in the little corner where you can like feed a pet. Like we're gonna have like a feed, like when we fire Prez and he's like in a little box and it's like feed Prez. Donate to Prez. So sunny, too funny. But yeah, I don't know. This was an idea that I had. And I want to make the Xenoblade have a GIF. And I want to make the Somnium have a GIF. Like when like Date loads the Somnium. Oh, I should have it where like Pewter says you have 6 minutes. Wait, that's even better. Wait, I just thought of that. Oh my god, wait. I'm writing this down. Where Pewter's like, you have 6 minutes. Oh, that's a genius. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun command. So when we send press, I mean, when we send anybody to Somnium, they get a little reminder that they have 6 minutes. Right? Excuse me? I didn't say anything. Got a baked pretzel. Anyway. Yeah, you're journaling. You're trying to get back into journaling. I almost said press. Cyber. Oh yeah, I have a Hobonichi planner. It has a Moomin cover on it because I love Moomin. And I want to start, not that I'm like gonna journal in it. I have a hobo. Yeah, apparently it's now Prez because he was fired. I want to like just write random things in it and doodle in it. Because it's like nice paper, or you know, it's like thin and nice enough where you can, and it doesn't really like, the ink doesn't, it depends on what pen you use, but it doesn't bleed through. Anyway, sorry. I got distracted by all that, but wanted to show off that some of the new commands. Oh, there's this one. And we got... And... Yep. The bonk is all random now. And then we also have... Spooky one. I love this one. I want to add the lucky too. You know, like the Paper Mario sound effect where it's like... I want to add that too. Like I said, I wanted to start stream early today because I was like, oh, it's almost 5:30. Like, or I know I started around 5:30. I think. I didn't want to stream for too late today. Anyway, back to the game. Side tangent, but now you guys know why there's no lead mod. Well, I forgot about Cyber. Sorry. I left Cyber because I was like in the middle of doing it and then I just forgot. The add the James, have you seen my wife? But I haven't played Silent Hill. I don't think I deserve to have that joke. Earliest Craig stream ever? No, I've streamed like in the morning. Sorry, I forget my rashness. What time is it now? It's like almost 9, so I'll probably end soon. Miss you. I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatakarasu. The Yatakarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies? The Yatakarasu isn't some petty theft for money, you know. Alright then, perhaps the Yatakarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives? You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Urgh. Alright, just gotta be careful with who you whip. Choose carefully or we may be sued. There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. Yeah, the morning of like 5 Nintendo Directs ago. Yeah. Did that just now. It was hilarious, little missy. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? That's just how women are, Edgeworth, duh. Tucks hair behind here like, I wouldn't know. What? That's crazy. And so, in the end, what is the Yatakarasu? I have to say, I have never heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yatakarasu deals with information, namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the like of companies. The Yatakarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Vigilante or not, this person sounds just like another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to the thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Oops, I keep... It's a bookshelf. What's this? Judges' Trial Exchange Log? It appears to be a journal where the various judges share their thoughts and ideas. The real daily lives of the judges are laid out here on these pages. There's nothing about the court in here. It's just page after page of unrelated drivel. Judging by the content, they are very enthusiastic about the courthouse's daily menu, and it would appear that fried oysters are a favorite. I have no use for such foolishly foolish words from a foolishly foolish crowd. Someone please assure me that this is not the true state of this country's judiciary. Who gave this teenager a whip? Her father. Crag likes to abuse attractive men, confirm. Yeah, I like to abuse Herlock. Like fictional men. Fictional. Ugh. Like Herlock. And Ryuki. And who else? I don't know if there's any other character right now too. The Pokemon guy, glasses? Pokemon? Oh, Corbeau! Yeah, Corbeau. We can throw him in there. I did climb like a human ladder with him. But yeah. Link? No. I couldn't hurt Link. You're gonna be finding all the Leon death animations? Wow. Just cause I'm bad at the game, or... I'm just kidding. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Ouch! As am I. I don't think you needed to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about. If you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal. Go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so, even had you not requested me to, detective. Motive for murder. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported in at my usual post instead of the criminal affairs department. By the time I got down to the criminal affairs, I was really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom. How pathetic for a detective to be comparable to a mere school child. Crag doing res would be funny, but when you're ready, I have to mentally prepare myself and prepare my to not shit and piss myself. During the recess, you claimed to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so and from whom? Earlier around 2:20 from Detective Bad Pal. Today's trial took a real crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Ow! That was so timed perfectly with the Gumshoe's little like ouch. Your words sting worse than your whip, pal. So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Now then, Detective Gumshoe, isn't there anything else you'd like to tell me? Nope, not a thing, pal. In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage. Ah, wait, you can't do that. There's nothing of any particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so you know. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Ah, hands off, pal. Just show it to us already. Youch! A annual bonus check within $5 total? If I got a bonus of $5, I'd quit. Annual bonus, yeah. An annual bonus, 5 whole beans. You can't just touch them like that. I tried clipping the bonk, but clipping on mobile. Oh, clipping on mobile was miserable. You got a bonus of like $200 at a previous job. Yeah, but that's nice. But like, what if you got like $5? Also, Prez flaunting, you got a bonus? Come on. Just kidding. Except there is no check inside. You've had your look now. Wow. You're flaunting in front of Gumshoe who's only got $5 annually, Prez? Come on. That's mean. In front of Gumshoe? In front of Gumshoe. You can buy the chewing gum I always wanted with that annual bonus. You can buy the gum. How it feels to chew 5. No, you can literally just buy it. That's sad to say now that you can only buy a pack of gum for $5 probably. How it feels to chew 5 gum. $5 worth of gum. Gumshoe should be not thankful. You should quit. Yeah, how it feels to chew 5 gum. $5 of gum. You've had your look. Now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it out today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back. You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry. We'll throw it away for you later. How could you? Detective Gumshoe's annual bonus of $5 literally had no money on him until he cashed this. So sad. I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. You must see the different variations I see. Gumshoe's rent has got to be, or wait, it's just got to be free or something if he's still feeding himself and got a roof, not made of paper over his head. I know. Maybe he lives in Edgeworth's house secretly. Like right now, he might be broke, but like, maybe he moved in with Edgeworth at some point. Maybe he lives in the secret compartment. Yeah, he lives in the closet. Sorry, but I need to take him for questioning. I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood. But please make it brief, sir. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. And they were roommates. He lives under the table where the chessboard is. Yeah. He's hitting squatters' rights. That's how history will remember them. Exactly. Maybe this. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than the gunshot in the hallway. Is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct? Yep. Not even a single ant passed through that hall while I was on duty. You do realize the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself, huh? Oh, but it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what I can even imagine. So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant's lobby is in order. Here's the child. Ack! You! How could she have not noticed that coming? Yeah. I think she kicked him in like the shin. Like in the ankle. Or did she kick him in the nuts? It looked like she kicked him right in the ankle. Balls are funnier? True. It'd be funnier if Edgeworth got hit in the balls. Is that girl related to Von Karma? The girl I'm with? Yeah. She's Francisca, but younger. The gonads. Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? Thanks. That's exactly what I needed. Kids can sometimes be so cruel. It looks like she dropped something. Swiss roll. Swiss roll dropped by the mysterious young girl says courthouse special on it. Maybe we should arrest the girl? She might turn out to be a valuable lead. Ugh. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt with next time we meet. I believe I've asked all that I need of this man. Now, for Detective Bad and the judge. We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or that scruff face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 next then. I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? Don't worry, Gumshoe. It'll prove your innocence. September 10, District Court hallway. So, did you see anything else? No, I didn't think so. See, well, thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law. That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions. Anytime, Detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, you're that new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. And I'm Manfred Von Karma's daughter, Francisca Von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor. I see, Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Von Karma. Wait. I see, Mr. Prosecutor recommended by Von Karma, Miles Edgeworth, and Mr. I bit my tongue. Are you alright, Your Honor? Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. Apparently somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Oh-ho. Very well then. I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine now. Is fine, sir. Now about your earlier testimony. Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. Alright, and after all, it is my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law. I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure out that detective's exact movements. Swiss rolls are pretty good. They are pretty good. Food being evidence, you should examine it. Let me examine it. Yeah, you're right. Oh wait, no, I don't want to talk to you. Shh. I want to quote-unquote examine it. Courthouse special Swiss rolls. Swiss rolls. Courthouse. Oh god. my oldest. Courthouse special Swiss rolls. Courthouse special Swiss. Oh. Courthouse special Swiss rolls. Say that 5 times fast. Courthouse special Swiss rolls. Is this being sold somewhere on this premise? I don't recall seeing a restaurant of any sort in this courthouse. I somehow doubt you'll find junk food like this on a restaurant menu, Francesca. Well then, where do they sell these things, huh? A convenience store, I suppose? Well, I'm sure there's no convenience store in this courthouse, Miles Edgeworth. Ugh, where in the world did this come from? A vending machine, you dumbass? This poor guy. Now 9. Been streaming for 3.5 hours. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I'll save this for next time. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, but Saturday I will be doing another collab canvas on Exemprium's channel. We're doing panty and stocking theme, so we'll be doing like a style mimic, I believe. I'll do like... do the shout out. Actually, can somebody test that they can do the shout out now? One of the mods. Doesn't matter who. Okay. It works. It won't yell at you. Okay. Because remember when I turned it off for some of you and it still yelled at you. Okay. There you go. It's perfect. Perfect. Thank you. Alright. What can we rate to? Yeah, I'll be on Exemprium's channel doing that on Saturday. I'll try to stream more of this tomorrow. Next week is MagFest, so I won't be streaming much. I'll probably just do Tuesday, maybe a stream, and then I'll be away, and then I think after that I'll try to coordinate some of the streams I'd planned with Dawn. We were gonna try to play Gumbre Goemon 3. You were talking about it yesterday when we were hanging out for New Year's. Let's see. You can be raid. Oh my god, someone's playing No Sleep Kaname Date. Hello? I love No Sleep for Kaname Date. Well, I mean, I just love something files. Or we can raid somebody we haven't raided in a while. Insomnium Files. Date from the Somnium Files series? Oh, wait. I see someone who I've not raided in a long time that actually we will raid her instead. He's shown up the last few times. Let's raid Trey. Yes, Happy New Year's, y'all. I'll see y'all. I'll see Roy in the morning or some. Or no, wait, no, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Fine, Monday. I'm thinking today's Wednesday. That's how thrown off I am. It's okay. I'll just watch Triggerma flips. Alright.